What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Ozark, Season 3, Episode 7. Alright, I feel like I take a deep breath at the beginning of every one of these videos, because I don't know what the hell we're about to jump into.
Maybe I should take a deep breath before an episode, because I don't feel like I breathe a whole lot while we're watching.
Yeah, it's just absolutely insane. The last episode ended with these cars. One of them, which was assuming that it was following Marty around, it was tailing him and watching him, showed up to the drop with Ruth and smoked 3 of Frank Jr.'s guys. And drug war, folks. Drug war.
This is not good.
It's just, I thought I had everything set to talk about, but this show just scrambles your brain with all the nonsense that's happening.
What do I talk about first?
There's so
much.
It is all insane. Drink. But it's like I just can't even imagine what more could possibly be added to all of these folks' situations.
Yeah.
Because
ulcers all around.
There's no way the Kansas City mob's going to just brush this under the rug and not hold Marty and Ruth accountable for this.
Right, because if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't be in this fucking situation.
And it wasn't the spot that Frank Jr. picked. Ruth picked the location, so it's going to make it look like...
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's going to make it look like it was a setup thing because, you know, her and Frank Jr. have been butting heads a lot. And, like, she had just fucked up his car. And then, like, they argue about the drop location because he wanted to go somewhere else. And she's like, no, this place is great. Go there. And the fact that she parked so far away, like, obviously they showed up second. But the fact that their cars are so far apart, it's going to be a really hard thing to convince the Kansas City mob that she or Marty had nothing to do with this.
I didn't think of all that, so...
Add it to the list.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, add it to the list of shit that just keeps piling on all over the place with this show. And
shit everywhere. Piling everywhere. On. It's everywhere.
It's just everywhere. And, like, not to mention all the stuff that he's dealing with Navarro and that, which I'm sure this is connected to that, because this is probably the other...
It's a war. It's a war.
It's the other cartel that's probably swooping in and fucking up the money like we saw in the beginning of this season. It's just, I don't know where this goes. It just continues. Every episode, I feel like just compounds the drama, compounds the issues, compounds the stress and the headaches. Just insane. It's insane. That is the word to describe the show. If anyone asks, like, oh, tell me about Ozark. It's insane is what it is.
See, my word is wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Like, speaking of wild, throw in another wild card. Like, Ben has been a wild card since he's arrived. And
I didn't know, like, what was his purpose going to be.
Yeah.
And it's like...
He's been a really good release for... for Ruth. But also he's been... I feel like he's helped his sister a lot, too, because they've been able to connect. Like, she is acting like the old Wendy, according to him. And I feel like they've been able to bond and, like, grow together again and have, like, a relationship. And, of course, him and Ruth are real close. So the situation, they tried to hook up. He's having some issues because of the medication he took. And Wendy laid it all out. How he acts when he's not on his meds, and he's got a really serious bipolar issue, and him not being on his medication just...
It's not good for him.
Right, and it just increases another giant potential wild card in this show, because I'm assuming he wasn't taking his medication when he was in that flashback scene where he was teaching, and he blew up and beat up the gardener guy.
Yeah.
But, like, he's gonna blow up on some... Like, I feel like I get the vibe that Ruth is not going to support him taking the meds. Like, she's going to support him in whatever decision he wants to make. And, you know, they had some lovey time, and I'm sure she really enjoyed that and probably wants to keep it going. So, at the risk of him not taking his medication, I don't know. But, you know, even while he was on his meds, when Marty got taken, he jumped in his car and chased him. Like, what is he going to do when he's...
But I feel like it levels him out so it's not so high and so low. I mean, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, with some folks that have bipolar, it's extreme highs and extreme lows.
Yeah, it just definitely opens the door to him definitely blowing up on somebody. He's gonna like say something, he's gonna freak out, he's gonna do something, whether it's Ruth related because
Jealous,
again,
maybe?
I don't even know if it's that. I think he's just gonna be protective of her.
Yeah.
I think some stuff's gonna go down with her and he might lose his shit because he was ready to go to Frank Jr.'s house before all of this.
That's true.
So he's gonna be really protective of her, and I just feel like he's just going to kind of always be lingering there, be like, all right, what's Ben up to? What is he doing? What is going on with him? Because I feel like Ruth's going to be in a lot of shit now. Like, it feels like it's going to be a really difficult situation because she's technically untouchable. Frank Jr.'s technically untouchable. So where does this whole thing kind of like play out? Like, it's going to be insane. And Marty and Wendy, this is probably one of the best scenes in the whole show so far. Their blow up during therapy was epic. The way they were just yelling at each other and laying it all out there, they put it out all on the table right in front of this therapist, and she was just like, she's gonna be fucking rich now.
Yeah.
But just the way they were, it was amazing for them. It was so built up.
They needed to just release.
Yeah, they need to go handle some other business too, I feel like. But
that is going to need to be like an all day sesh. Like you need to pound out the details.
Whoa, hey. Yeah, exactly.
I'll go.
But I don't know why I found so much enjoyment in Wendy screaming, "Shut the fuck up!"
I know.
Like when she gets in that mode, it's almost just like, damn, dude, like almost like in a comedy version because
that's your thumbnail.
Yeah, it was so kind of like out of nowhere, but at the same time, it was like Wendy gets in these moments, and I don't know, I thought it was an amazing scene. Maybe the two of them kind of get on the same page. I don't know, because she technically did kick him out, and he was kicked out until he realized he was being followed and had to go home. But yeah, that was an epic scene. It was just so cool to just see them just screaming.
They just need to talk shit to each other and get the fuck out, man. That way, like, there's no question about how I feel about you.
Yeah.
Okay? Just like, you're being, like, an overzealous bitch.
Or you're just being an asshole.
Being
dumbass.
A wuss.
Yeah. They really, really gave it to each other, and it was highly entertaining to watch. So, and Marty's also now dealing with this whole FBI thing. It's really interesting the game that he's playing because now he's like, I'm not going to sign that after all. I don't know if I can trust you because these other agents that I've dealt with, they sucked. I don't know if you're like them or not. So now you got to like make me learn to trust you. And it's like,
is this going to work?
I don't know.
She's pregnant. She's going to give birth at any point.
Yeah, she is ready to pop. That baby is ready to come out. And yeah, she wants to protect him before she goes into labor. So, I don't know. I don't...
Because otherwise they're going to assign somebody new to the case, aren't they?
Yeah, I would...
If she goes, like, out on maternity leave, I mean, you could be gone...
Yeah.
God only knows how much time you have saved up.
I would imagine that's the situation, which probably doesn't work to his benefit because he is kind of buttering her up and, like, playing a really... Like, she is really good. Like, he's stated that a few different times that she is really, really good at her job. And he even said that he doesn't know if he could stay in front of her, which is, I feel like, coming from Marty Bird, that's a huge, huge compliment. A lot of praise. Mm-hmm. So it is definitely an interesting situation to see where exactly he is going with this play. What is his plan? I know he's got a plan. I'm just not positive as to what it is yet.
Let us know, Marty. Let us know.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those, like, I'm really intrigued to see where he goes with this because I don't think she is going... Like, I totally agree with Wendy. I don't think this specific agent is somebody who would be really easy to flip. So whether you're flipping her or signing the deal, I'm intrigued by that storyline. And, you know, there's a whole lot of other shit going on. Helen and Wendy have now got some issues because their kids have, you know, dealt with some things. And
they got in trouble together.
Yeah. And, of course, Helen's daughter is a saint. And, you know, of course, Wendy's kids are the devil. But... So now apparently
not
they're...
always the way... Not my child.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
always.
my child.
Always.
That's bullshit.
That'll 100% be me.
No.
I was like, hell no, my kid didn't do that. It was the other one.
No, our parental goals are don't raise assholes that the rest of the world has to deal with.
Totally.
Talked about it on Discord with y'all.
Yeah.
You know.
So it'll be really interesting to see what their dynamic, because they've been like buddy, like they've been a really kind of dynamic, powerful team together. I'm going to be interested to see kind of what that relationship looks going forward. And
yeah, I don't think that they're going to be besties anymore.
No, I think that line's been crossed, and
those broken heart necklaces are in the trash.
yeah, so there's definitely a lot of stressful situations playing out here. You ready to jump on this episode?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I barely knew those guys. I saw them once a week, tops.
What about Frank Cosgrove Jr.? I imagine you dealt with him with some regularity.
We coordinate deliveries for the casino, that's all.
Maybe you can explain why we found the truck 100 miles across the state when it was scheduled to be at the casino this morning.
You'll have to ask Frank Jr., that's his department.
Is this Frank Jr.'s department too?
I can't speak to that.
Because it points to the fact that the KC mob whose cartel money for Bird Enterprises.
Because I can't speak to that. You're gonna have to ask him.
We've uncovered more about your boss's operation in the past 6 hours than we have in the past 6 months. Now imagine how far we'll get by the end of the week.
Oh, God.
I feel like that's just more empty threats from him.
Shit, I don't know anymore. What's that?
Car crash. They already showed us the money and the
And
evidence.
there's a tape recorder. But what's that thing on the top?
Is that like a curb?
Oh, is that what that is? Is it like a wall with trees?
I don't know.
Like, or are those cactus?
Definitely with some little plants or something over there.
I don't know how far to look into that particular corner of the...
I feel like Ruth's doing really good in these scenarios now.
She is a good shit talker.
I feel like she's gotten comfortable.
Can't speak to that.
Yeah, I feel like she's gotten more comfortable the more that she's had to, be interrogated and shit.
Well, also, she's got to put on a good facade in front of Helen, because Helen has to know that she ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those situations where I do feel like they continue to get closer and closer to proving what they know. Because, again, I feel like that was just kind of an empty threat. Again, like, him and Petty have very similar approaches to dealing with things. They try to, like, fear you into speaking about stuff by, like, oh, we found out this much over the last 6 hours that we have in the last 6 months. Ooh, you're scared. Imagine what we're going to get by the end of the week. It's like, you already know exactly what they're doing.
It's like, then, am I under arrest?
Right.
No, I'm not. Then you don't know that much, dude.
Right. And it's just, I do feel like, though, that they're getting closer and closer to being, because the more people they have to talk to, I feel like the more potential there is to slip up. And the fact that he had relationships with the dude one of the guys who got blown up because he was spying for him. So he knows a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's specifically what he's referring to, was his new rat that he had. But yeah, I don't know how effective, because even she said it in the last episode, like, him and Petty were both dicks. Like, they weren't good at their job. Like, she made sure to be like, I'm not like them. And she's just kind of sitting back, just chilling the whole time during that little interrogation.
Well, God damn, she's ready to pot poor thing. I swear.
Yeah.
Anybody that's been pregnant, God, those things are heavy. Those big old bellies are heavy. She looks tired. She looks like she's ready to go.
I just wonder if there's any point where the KC mob kind of throws in the towel and kind of throws Marty under the bus at any point for all this.
Shit, in order to cut a deal.
Yeah, or something. But they got a lot to lose too, so I don't know. I don't know.
You want to tell me what the fuck is going on here, Marty?
My boss is in a war with the Lagunas drug cartel. This was payback.
3 of my men were killed. I got raided by the feds, and my son is getting pulled in for questioning. Do you have any idea the amount of shit that you have landed me in? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Oh, shit.
I watched those boys grow up. Their families are calling me nonstop.
Tell them the truth. You tell them that you're as upset as they are, but cooler heads, Frank. That's the only way we're going to get through this intact.
And this girl of yours, how the fuck does she come out of this alive?
She saw them roll up on your men, and she tried to alert them, and it was too late.
In this cartel, they're just gonna let her slip away.
Don't go there, Frank. There's nothing there.
Get your fucking house in order.
Yeah, he's 100% suspicious of Ruth.
So I don't think that was a car accident that we saw on the thing. It was just two cars meeting up to chat.
Why are you protecting him? I bet he didn't think twice about killing your father.
Okay, we're done here.
Now I'll answer it. My daddy was in prison for most of my life. I hoped things would change when he got out. He just picked up right where he left off. There was plenty of people who wanted him dead.
You know, Sheriff Nix told me you never once followed up with him. A daughter who doesn't want to know who killed her father. That strikes me as odd.
You don't know a fucking thing about me and my daddy.
Either you're cursed, or this is the cost of loyalty to Marty Bird.
Damn.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Why?
You just seem out of sorts.
What the fuck did my sister say?
She's just looking out for you.
Which part did she leave with? Part about me being bipolar, part about how you shouldn't be seeing me?
She said he stopped taking your medication. Should I be worried?
She left when she was 18. She has no actual idea. Seriously. I spent most of my life off my meds.
Oh, man.
It's just me here. You gotta trust me, okay?
If it's important, he'll call back. Helen Pierce, she's right here. It's for you.
Well,
Why didn't you pick up?
Because that is not a good time.
What do you plan on doing with the FBI situation?
You're worried I'm still upset about what happened at the horse farm.
Are you?
No.
But you should know the harm that this does to our reputation.
Marty and I are the brand. If our brand gets damaged, so does your safety net.
I think you understand that a person in your position who gets this much notoriety invites intervention from the
U.S. government. You've been smart. You've kept a lower profile than your rivals.
And your investment in us is an extension of that.
Next time I call, pick up.
God, he makes me scared. He scares the shit out of me. Whose car is this? Oh, bitch, please. That's a fucking therapist. Are you for fucking real?
Who's that? That's our therapist.
Marty,
What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure you were okay. I heard about that truck assault on the radio. Was this us?
Us?
There is no us. What's this?
It's a car.
It's a transformer, and I spoke to you about conspicuous spending. Please get back in the toy and leave.
This crazy ass woman bought like a $200,000 car. It's probably even more than that.
And she can't drive it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Jonah and I just witnessed the massacre. How are we all not leaving right now? How is that boy walking around like there's nothing wrong? How are you sitting here and acting like this is all normal?
I don't want you under my roof if you're not going to take your medication.
Fine, then I will not be under your roof.
Ben scares the shit out of me right now.
He is scared.
How well did you know
Yeah.
the man who died in the attack? I'm sure you recognize him. Tommy Walsh. Primary suspect in the casino arson investigation.
You were working him as a CI? Is my client a murder suspect?
What are we talking about?
To solve the problem.
What?
Knows Caitlin was murdered.
Are they accusing me of money laundering or staging this hit?
Both.
You really think I'm capable of doing that?
Who else have you floated this theory by?
You know I can't share the details of an ongoing investigation.
Damn, dude. This dude finds all kinds of ways to friggin' try to pin shit on Marty. I mean, but unlike Kate's murder, Marty was actually responsible for the casino explosion.
Yeah.
You're not gonna fucking get away with it. You killed my friend. That Fed told me that Tommy was a snitch and Marty had him killed, and you set him up.
Wait, what?
You knew, you fucking knew, so you had them killed. That's why you switched locations.
Listen to me. I'm sorry about your friends. I really am, but I didn't kill them. You're drunk, and you need to go home.
This is so fucked.
Like,
Sam, what's up?
An FBI agent just came up to me and started asking me for all sorts of records.
They can't access your records unless they prove that you're doing something illegal, and being a shitty gambler is not a crime.
Well, yeah, that's what I told her, but she wasn't taking it for an answer.
Add another wild card into the mix.
My heart rate, we're at 94 right now. This is fucking nuts.
I don't feel like Sam's gonna be able to handle this pressure.
What is happening?
Hey. Whoa! What the fuck?
No!
Ben's gonna fucking kill this dude.
Oh shit. Not Ruth.
Ben is gonna kill this dude.
Yeah.
This is so crazy how they've managed to like pin all of it and like persuade these people and convince them that this is happening and that this is exactly how it got laid out. Like, I just assumed that like the mob was gonna assume that Ruth and Marty had involvement, not being persuaded by the FBI that that's actually what happened, which didn't happen. Like, shit.
He made a mistake.
Beat the shit out of a girl half his size, and she was part of my family. You know that?
And those boys were part of my son's family.
Oh, is that right? Because one of them was a CI. You want me to get my fucking house in order?
If I had known, I would have handled him myself.
Was he wearing a wire? Was anybody else compromised?
Cooler heads, Marty.
Fuck that. You can't control your son, and you didn't know Tommy was a snitch. You're a fucking liability, and we're done.
Ooh. You really want to do this?
You come anywhere near me, my family, or Ruth again, the next time you see your son, he's gonna be hanging from a bridge in Juarez. You got that?
Oh, shit. Oh, damn, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, this shit has gotten... Woo!
Well, they were contractors.
Come on, Wyatt. Do you really want to be a daddy with Darlene right now?
Between you and Ruth. She killed my dad, and my uncle Boyd electrocuted them on the dock of the Blue Cat.
Fuck. Darlene should not have this information.
I agree. But Wyatt trusts her, and it's like, oh, don't trust her.
Maybe she had a good reason.
Did it to protect Marty Bird.
If that's the case, your quarrel is not with your cousin, it's with Bird. That man is a disease. He worms his way in, gets his hooks into people and changes them so they forget who they are. I saw it happen right in front of me with Jacob. I watched him turn into something that I didn't even recognize.
Because he had actual fears from the cartel.
Just wasn't strong enough to fight it himself.
Bitch, you crazy.
And that's why I had to kill him.
Whoa, she revealed.
Yeah, Wyatt. Yeah.
I thought you said he had a heart attack.
He did. Just wasn't entirely natural. Once the Birds turned him against me, it was just a matter of time before he turned his back on everything else we built.
You better fucking run now, bro.
Stand by and watch that. Fucking run, dude. Lord knows I miss him, but every time I feel a pang of regret, I remind myself that the man I love disappeared long before I slipped those cherry pits into his coffee.
Definitely gonna think twice now before she gives you a drink, right?
Yeah.
It's not too late for Ruth. She can still change her course.
Run, Riot, run!
How long have you been the Bird family's lawyer?
About a year. As their lawyer, it's my job to ensure that their interests are protected. So I would like to discuss your financial relationship with them. The money for the car.
See? Shouldn't have had something flashy.
Are you talking about the bribes they've been paying me behind each other's backs? Or the lump sum payout Marty cut me the other day?
Both. Are you satisfied with the terms that were established?
Now that you bring it up, 100,000 seemed like a lot of money at the time. But with this truck ambush and some unexpected quality of life expenses that have popped up, I may have undervalued my services.
Helen's gonna have this bitch fucking killed.
Right?
I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Yeah. Taken care of.
Oh, fucking run.
Can I help you with something? I am losing patience with your husband.
Get in line.
I appreciate you two spending some time apart. He's never gonna get a better offer than 18 months and a chance to work with the federal government.
She didn't know about that deal.
You do know about the deal, don't you? We discussed it. And you know he was about to take it before he was dragged to Kansas City.
I do.
So we're up to speed.
We are. If he takes the deal, he'll be a convicted felon.
That's right.
Do you know convicted felons can't hold a casino license in Missouri?
I do.
Thanks for stopping by.
Dude. This is so insane.
What's going on?
You're in the hospital. You've been out for a day.
You've been here the whole time.
And you'd wake up alone.
You look like shit.
Thanks, Ruth.
Good old Ruth.
Did Frank Jr. do this?
I didn't get a good look.
So now that you're awake,
Did Mike come?
I'm gonna go kill this motherfucker.
Right.
No, I'm sorry.
Break her heart.
You must be Frank Jackson. Come in.
Oh, shit.
What brings you here, Frank?
There's a stray dog that keeps coming into my yard. Clearly needs a home, but I don't want it. Does that mean there's something wrong with me?
Have you ever had a dog before?
A husky. He died last year.
Maybe you're scared that if you take in this stray, you'll be opening yourself up to hurt. Do you think you're avoiding pain?
Maybe.
Why do you think
This is terrifying.
Allowing yourself to be vulnerable is the truest sign of strength.
Thank you. That was very helpful.
If you don't mind me asking, what is it that you do for a living?
I kill people for the mob.
Right? Oh, fuck, dude!
That poor lady.
Oh my god!
She just got dextered.
Bye, Sue.
Dude, how many people are going to fucking lose their lives on these folks' journey? Damn.
Maya came by the house. She offered you a deal.
I didn't say anything because I wasn't going to take it.
Yes, you were.
Shit.
This whole episode is leaving me fucking speechless.
How are you feeling?
Like somebody took me apart and put me back together the wrong way. You know, Frank Jr. did this.
Yeah, we've cut ties with the KC mob.
Frank Jr. crossed the line. I'm untouchable. I want you to kill him.
Thank you.
I thought she was going to say she wants out.
Killing him is not a solution.
Of course it is. If Charlotte was lying in this bed, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
That is not true.
Come on.
You know we love you.
You killed my dad, and he barely touched your kid. You had him killed.
He did nothing but hurt you your entire life.
Fine, then I'll kill him myself.
No, you won't.
Damn, dude. Dude, the shit that goes down if they have Frank Jr. killed.
Right? I mean, the FBI is already, like, you know, up their butts. Like, could you imagine?
But not even that. Just add another layer to this war. Just add the KC mob to the war. Now you got a three-way going. Oh, shit.
Do you ever get tired of this?
No.
Good. Keep your schedule open.
Oh, shit. Why, Helen? What do you have in mind?
You okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a minute.
Who's that?
Ben.
Sure he's not too old for you?
Fucking idiot.
Nice.
Started thinking about what it would be like if you were gone, and it scared the shit out of me. I think I knew the truth way before you said it out loud. Why'd you have to say it out loud?
I wanted you to hear it from me.
She's honest.
Well, Katie was going to try to blackmail her with it.
Yeah.
So, her hand was kind of forced.
What do you call it? Langmore curse?
I was wrong about that. Who we are ain't so bad. It's the birds that cursed everything. The minute that they showed up, everything got turned upside down. I don't know who you are when you're with them.
I haven't changed.
Yes, you have. It's okay. I want to forgive you. I really do. I'm just not there yet.
So what now?
I don't know.
I mean, at least they spoke.
It's true.
Baby steps. I mean, the shit hit the fan for them the moment Ruth stole money from Marty.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, you mean when you stole?
Granted, if they never showed up, she would have never stole their money.
I know, it's all about choices.
And that's something Marty's been talking about since the beginning.
Yep. Choices.
The choices and the results and the just snowball effect of the choices you make. Oh man, that was an episode, y'all.
So did we ever figure out what the Z was?
No. Was it the outside of the casino?
Maybe. Maybe that's what it was.
This just is so insane. Just the way the FBI can convince people.
I was gonna say pit people against each other.
Just like the story is perfect. The way they talk about what happened makes so much sense. And it fits perfectly to the narrative of what is happening. And it's just not true. that whole situation outside of Marty hiring the dude to go blow up the casino.
Yeah.
That stuff isn't true. Like, Marty had nothing to do with Cade's death. It was his wife. I mean, I guess they're connected. And, like, the whole situation is just... Marty did not have that whole scene set up to have those folks killed.
No.
But, again, how do you present the proof that they weren't involved? Like, that's a really, really hard situation to be like, damn, that shit makes a lot of sense. Sure. And Frank Jr., I mean, he lost 3 of his boys, and this dude's in a downward spiral now, getting drunk, beating the shit out of her, almost killing her.
Right,
like,
dude, you don't do that.
I just feel like, based off of what we talked about earlier in this video, in the open, I 100% will, and it's fitting because we're dealing with casinos here, I will bet the house that Ben is going to go fuck up Frank Jr.
Well, because Ruth was like, well, then I'm going to go do it. Like, no, don't.
I think
literally stop.
I 100% think that's where Ben, like, loses his shit and gets things a little popping off here and gets things just you know, why not? Why not just add the Kansas City mob to this battle and this war? And, you know, everyone in this fucking show dies anyways, so I mean, just make things more crazy.
Dude, no, but I love how Frank, when his son does something stupid, cool heads, remember my
cool heads? Well, of course.
He didn't mean it. Motherfucker, yes he did.
It's like we were talking, was that in this video or a different video? Where it was like, not our kids.
This is this one.
Oh, it was this one. See, I can't, everything's like blurs together.
Yes. Not
like,
my baby.
Yeah.
Not my sweet baby angels.
Oh, yeah, because with the Helen, yeah. Like, yeah, it just goes back to that. Like, he's a father. Of course he's going to stick up. Like, he's not going to be like, yeah, my son's stupid. He's going to defend. Like, he's going to back him up and be there to support. Of course. I mean, I'm sure he's going to go home and whoop his ass.
Yes. My child fucked up.
But in this scenario, with the stuff that they're dealing with, they're not going to bend for each other like that.
No.
But I guarantee you, Frank Sr. is going to go home and probably put a foot up his son's ass and be like...
That's not good.
I mean...
But he's a grown-ass man.
Yeah. And there's a lot at stake here. as they witnessed that they had 3 of their people die.
But I mean, honestly, when Marty, like, you know, you fuck with my family again, he'll be hanging off a bridge in Juarez.
Dude.
Oh shit.
That was a mic drop.
Oh.
He's just like, boom, I'm out.
Damn.
Like, yeah, that shit was just. Marty ain't
fuck with the cartel though.
But that's the thing. So now is Frank Sr. gonna look at that as like a challenge? He's not gonna be like scared? I feel like
I would be.
I mean, I would 100%. I don't care what mob I was involved with or running or in charge of or whatever. The cartel, I don't know. They seem. I mean, look what that dude did in this episode. He just fucking smoked a poor little old lady therapist.
Dude, she was running. She was hustling.
I mean...
Now that you mention it, actually, there's some life expensive that have popped up, you know?
Yeah, she
Bitch,
was...
no!
Yeah.
You don't know who you're fucking with!
Rule number 1,
Marty
don't buy flashy shit.
Honestly, Marty gave you too much.
Oh, but, I mean, obviously, the mob in general is ruthless. Based off of what we've seen in this show with these 2 groups, I feel like Navarro is on a different level than the KC mob. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, yeah.
Based off of what they've shown us.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'd want to go to war with a Mexican drug cartel if I was the KC mob right now.
No, dude. Fucking no, man. Well, and also the mobs are getting a little older. You know?
It's all wild.
Yeah.
This whole situation is just absolutely insane. And now, like, of course, Wendy finds out more information that Marty was withholding from her. And, I wasn't going to take it. That's why I didn't, like, bullshit, dude. You were pretty safe to say that you were going to take that deal. Like, it felt...
Well, and he was going to leave Wendy to deal with it because he wasn't going to tell her.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want out. Marty does.
Unless that's part of his whole grand scheme of what he's got going on here. He might be playing the long game with this situation, and it might have started before that. So maybe him whispering to her at the concert, like, yeah, I'll take the deal, was all part of, like, reeling her in.
Well, maybe it was kind of in the beginning, but then as soon as he got kidnapped,
that changed it a lot. For him.
Yeah, a lot.
It's just the level of insanity that this show just takes the story is just...
Dude, I sit here and my Fitbit thinks I'm fucking working out.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. I can't wait to see where this goes because now we're dealing with...
Can you put my heart rate monitor on the screen?
No. Now we're dealing with Ruth, who feels like she's been backed into a corner now. She's going to feel like a situation where the birds aren't supporting her. They don't have her back if they're not willing to take out Frank Jr. So I feel like that just adds... Again, there's like a lot of wild cards in these scenarios because between people not being able to control their emotions, people not being in the proper position to actually fulfill their job of participating along with this whole laundering scheme, people who have no idea how to handle interrogation, just wars, cartels, drugs, money, hitmen that have zero feelings who apparently need to keep their calendar open. There are so many just like wild card scenarios that are just kind of floating around this show right now where it almost feels impossible to even know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
And literally, it feels like every episode someone dies.
Honestly. Yes.
Like the birds have showed up to the Ozarks and so many lives have been just absolutely wrecked.
Wipe everyone out.
So many lives have been lost. And I mean, just look at Wyatt and Ruth's family alone. They're like the only 2. It's like the 2 of them and 3. Like that's it.
They've lost 3 people.
They've been cut in half just by the friggin' birds showing up. And it's like that whole situation with Darlene and Wyatt, that conversation, I would have just gotten up. Like,
dude,
actually, I don't know if I would have gotten up. Would you be comfortable just getting up and leaving? Or would you think like she's going to come kill you?
Right.
Because she revealed that information to you.
But he looked like he was ready to go, but now he's like... But he's still there.
I feel like...
Probably went back home there right now.
I feel like he's trapped now. I feel like revealing what he said and Darlene telling him what she said, I feel like he's in like a really, really difficult spot now because he's aware of the operation. He's aware that Darlene killed Jacob. Like, he knows things, and I don't think Darlene's just gonna let him walk. I don't think that would be an option.
No.
It's just, again, just absolute wildness. And, like, she's not wrong. Darlene's not wrong that the birds brought all of this on. Because, I mean, obviously...
Okay, but Jacob stepped in and was like, you're on my fucking territory. So...
Again, you don't really know who you were fucking with once that shit just snowballed into a just absolute horrible situation for them. But it is true because, I mean, obviously, Darlene and Jacob had their whole operation going.
You're saying her name wrong.
Darlene. Sorry. And obviously, the Langmores had whatever they had going on and doing their thing. Like, it just felt like everything was just on such a smaller level.
Yeah.
Like, FBI, cartel, like, Kansas City mob. Like, all of these folks are now just all over the Ozarks and just, like, running shit now. It's definitely changed everything, and yeah, what Darlene said, like, she might be a crazy motherfucking bitch and just absolute psychopath.
She just said bitch like I said bitch.
But Darlene...
Bitch!
Darlene...
Thank you for that bitch!
...was right. Like, she wasn't wrong what she said to him, and... yeah.
Well, I feel like Jacob got smarter. She got dumber.
Well, I think Jacob was just like, oh, damn, this is the big leagues. He's like, this is what the big leagues is like. I ain't fucking with these folks. Well, and Darlene's just like, fuck that. I'm going to shoot your top dude in the face.
She's stupid.
She's just overconfident.
I
don't think she's stupid. I just think she's overly confident.
Okay, but that leads to stupidity in this case.
Yeah,
you're dealing with the fucking Mexican cartel. Can we not?
She doesn't think that she's anything below them. She thinks that she's bigger and more powerful and more dangerous than them.
She needs to die.
I mean, she needed to die a long time ago. But this has been an insane season. This last episode was just even more insane. And it just keeps raising the stakes every episode.
Couple more to go.
I cannot wait to see where this goes. It's just like constantly on edge. You're constantly just like, what is going to happen? And like, I just keep laughing because of just how outrageous this shit is. But any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments down below and we will see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.